Good evening, Facets. I am not Katarina at all. I'm sure you can probably see that. Unfortunately, she's going to be gone for the next couple of weeks, so they went ahead and called me in to replace her. Not permanently or anything. I'm not a permanent thing. No one could ever replace dear Katarina, but I'm here for a couple of weeks. I am, as I'm sure you've probably already noticed, a terrible vlogger, but we're going to have to make do, and at least I have a Sesame Street shirt. So, you know, it's something. We're trying here. So, this is my very first time ever doing anything like this, and so I talked to Reagan a little bit about what we were going to be doing here, and she said this week we've got a theme already picked out after I had agreed to substitute, and I said, hey, that's fantastic. I don't have to think of a theme or anything along those lines. I don't like being part of the big group discussions or anything. I prefer just staying to myself. So I said, what's our theme? And she said, cooking. And I said, something I probably shouldn't say on YouTube. I've never been a good chef, Facets. I've never really been great at that. I once burned cereal in my childhood, if that gives you any form of idea of exactly what we're looking at here. She said, hey, that's not a problem. We can go ahead and just microwave something and talk to the camera while we wait for it. But I got a little ambitious, and this is what I chose to do with it. You will need 1 package of Betty Crocker chocolate chip cookie recipe. Wait. Batter witch! 1 quarter cup of a stick of butter. And 1 little tablespoon of water. So Facets, I tried to get a shot of what it looked like while I was mixing the bowl of ingredients and all that together, but as it turns out, holding a bowl and holding a phone and mixing ingredients doesn't work well. Mix well. Mix well. So for those of you who weren't actually told pre-video what I was doing, because I didn't tell you even once what we were working on here, we were making cookie bowls. The idea is you set some cookie dough on some upside down cupcake pans and let gravity do its work to pull it down, and when it's all said and done, you can pull it off and you've got some cookie bowls, and it's fantastic. They taste fine, I imagine. I've never been able to do it before, despite trying so very hard. So anyway, after this point, I decided to give it a shot and see how I would sound as a Food Network star, and it's turned out that I am just as bad a Food Network star as I am a vlogger, and I am just as bad a vlogger as I am a chef. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut to this, and you can enjoy how awful it is. So the recipe when you're making cookies calls for about 1 inch of diameter to each one, but we're doing cookie bowls here, and we're going to need a little bit more room to work around the muffin tops here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more to that, just to make sure we have enough to drape over the top of it. So we'll put it on there, we'll flatten it out, and as it's baking, if we're lucky, gravity will do the rest, and if we're not, it'll be fantastic. And I forgot to spray this down with non-stick. Hopefully that doesn't suck. Okay, Facets. In take 2, we're going to do pretty much exactly the same thing I said before that we were going to do, except we're not going to suck this time. We're going to stick it on there, we're going to flatten it out, and hopefully gravity will do the rest for us while it bakes. It might not stay this way, but at least in the beginning you're going to want to separate them out just a little bit to make sure that you've got enough to work with from each one and they're not sticking to one another as they bake and grow. And as always, you're left with not quite enough to make a full bowl after that last one. Another good idea is to make sure that you've got the oven preheating, unlike anything I was doing there because I'm terrible in the kitchen. because otherwise you're going to have to wait a couple of minutes while your oven heats up with those just kind of sitting there, which I'm pretty sure is unhealthy. Alright, let's pull these out and see what we're looking at. Oh, it's hot. There's heat. Oh, hotness. Oven, right. Using fire to make things hot. Ah. Okay, so for those of you who can't see these too well, pull them a little closer. You can see that the cookie dough has probably seen better days. I think we can make it work though. No, we can't. But now we get to the fun part of actually cutting the bowls out. Oh my. Look at that. We have a cookie bowl. I didn't actually expect this to work in any way. So let me get a plate to set these on. Cookie bowl number 1. Fantastic. Yeah. I'm sure better cookie bowls have been made, but you know what? I'm calling this progress. Okay, that one didn't work out as well. That one just broke. Okay, so they're turning more into cookie plates than cookie bowls. Except this one is flawless. Look at that. Alright, we have a successful cookie bowl. I'm going to call this a victory. This worked out much better than I expected it to. So my name, which I also haven't given in the 9 minutes that this video has been running, is Max, and I'm going to be doing my best to keep up with you guys, even though I'm plainly not the best in front of a webcam or in the kitchen or behind a video editing device of any kind whatsoever. But I hope that together we can have a lot of fun and learn a lot of things, and maybe by the end of it I won't suck quite so bad. Until then, Julia, I'll see you on Wednesday.